Hello and welcome to another beautiful day of Social Buzz Extra. If it is buzzing on the internet, then we are on it. And I am your host, Ogochukwu Mobunor. So today on Social Buzz Extra, guess what exactly we're talking about? I know you're trying to guess towards the whole Trump, issuing threats to Nigeria about bringing in troops to end whatever that seemed like a genocide in Nigeria. Well, we're just going to take a bit of that, but that's not what we're talking about today. We've already spoken about that on Global Morning. So if you're part of the Global Morning, you would know that we came up and talked about something concerning all of that. And we had a beautiful in-house guest that spoke about it, Uyabumofwewe, who actually helped us to break down that issue. So, today on Social Buzz Extra, all you need to do is relax, join the buzzing trend, whatever is buzzing and trending, just join us. Use the social media handles you're seeing on your screen, be part of the conversation, watch on DSTV channel 365, start time 276, and also on YouTube. I always specify YouTube is Global TV NG, and be part of the conversation by dropping your comments, sharing this video that you're seeing right here on your on YouTube, and also we need your comments. We need you to also click on that bell-like icon and be part of the conversation. You'll get notified whenever we come up here again. Straight into the topic of the day. Death row inmate escapes from Yobe Maximum Security Custodial Center. A condemned inmate, Abba Hassan, has escaped from the Maximum Security Custodial Center, Potiskum, Yobe State, in the early hours of Friday, the 31st of October, 2025. The spokesperson of the Yobe State Police Command, SP Dungus Abdul Karim, disclosed this in a statement released on Saturday, November 1st. Abdul Karim said that the fugitive Abba Hassan hails from Maiduguri in the neighboring Borno State. According to the statement, members of the Public Security Agency, transport operators, community leaders, and vigilante group within Yobe State and neighboring states were advised to be vigilant and report any sighting or information that may lead to his location and prompt rearrest. I want to use this opportunity to inform you that do not attempt to confront or apprehend him or your own. The statement warned, that is, if that last statement, do not try to confront or apprehend him on your own, or else you will be on your own truly, or here will be your case. Someone who was sentenced to death, in prison only for him to escape. Now the question is, how porous was the prison? How porous was the security guards? What exactly happened? Most of the time when I get to hear that prisoners escapes, I look at it from both parts. Okay, maybe they were able to dig out, we've seen different videos, we've watched documentaries and all those, investigative videos where you get to see some prisoners escaping prison, maybe by doing some things over the years, trying to dig out home, maybe an escape route or whatever. But this person was just recently imprisoned, and he wouldn't have been able to do all of that. So how did he actually escape? Is it that there was somebody there who was actually working hand in hand with him that led to his escape, or he was able to escape due to the fact that the security operation in that prison was not strong enough, to guard people, to make sure that he stays or they remain in prison? And for someone who was actually sentenced to that kind of sentence, it shows how much the crime actually might be like a serious crime. Well, he's also committing more crime by escaping, because by the time he comes back and they take him to court, there'll be other things that will be on him. There are other, allegations that will be placed on him, and he has to face the crime again. Maybe this time around, I don't know. It might be harsher than what we saw the first time. We'll be taking comments from social media as regards this topic, and our first comment for today is coming from Second Son of David. And Second Son of David says, make we no lie, he no easy to die. Well done, Schofield. As you escape now, try be better person, because you fit no escape am the second time. Well, he referred him to Schofield. We must have watched that movie, I'm not even going details into that movie. But then this comment, I'm a bit worried about it. It's more like he was actually celebrating this person. This person actually committed a crime, and that's the reason why he's in prison. So why celebrate him? I'm a bit worried, to be very honest with you. Why celebrate somebody like this, saying, well done, as you escape now, try be a better person. I understand, okay, try being a better person, but he has to face this crime. Whatever he must have done, there are people who are actually facing the aftermath of the crime he has done to them, or the harm, or whatever it is. Might be a murder case. So why just encourage someone like this? The second comment is coming from Fikuna Demi. And Fikuna Demi says, this escape shows another serious crack in our prison security system. A death row inmate breaking out of a maximum security facility means internal lapses or consider compromise. Is not enough to ask the public to be vigilant. Authorities must investigate how he got out and who enabled it. Nigerians' correctional facilities need strict monitoring, working cameras, and honest personnel, not just barbed wires. Until accountability becomes real, such incidents will continue to embarrass the system. That is just it. This person just reads my mind. It just goes ahead to talk about, what I was talking about earlier. Until people start to take accountability for their actions, because tell me why, a prison will be that porous. It's really scary, honestly, at this point. Everybody is scared. We do not know what's going to happen next, and all of that. But at this point, we can only but wish this man well. And I'm also praying that they actually get him, because you don't know the crime he must have committed that actually led them to, give him a life imprisonment or a death sentence like that. So I cannot say let him not be caught or let him be free, because sometimes these people, they don't even get to learn their lesson. When they are free at the end of the day, before you know it, they even commit more crime, and you're asking yourself, how, what happened, what went wrong, and what didn't go wrong. So please, if the Nigerian security agencies are going to do their best to make sure that this person is brought back to the center, imprison him, and also do whatever it is that is supposed to be done, because the crime he committed, the victims are still going through it. Well, we are taking the second topic for today, and the second topic is coming from this one too. We are still in the north. So this person says, Albanian man seen mining diamond in Zamfara. For those who think insecurity in the north is about religion, know that Zamfara, the worst hit state by banditry and kidnapping, is a 90% Muslim-dominated state. The quality of gold in Zamfara has been rated the best in West Africa. If they don't create chaos and insecurity, they can't mine it illegally. Does it make sense to you that the people of the state refuse to re-elect their sitting governor because of the insecurity they faced under him, and he was compensated by the federal government with a ministerial appointment? Not just any appointment, but Minister of Defense. Nigerians, you still don't know who your real enemies are. Continue tearing each other apart online. This is coming from a northern and an indigene of Zamfara state, and he's not happy about the illegal mining activities going on in Zamfara state. According to him, most of the people behind this are not just the federal government, but then he feels like the federal government are selling this whole thing, this place, to outsiders. They are selling it to foreigners, and they're getting their own part of the deal. It's more like a business. And you could see enslavement. If you're watching this video right now, you could see that they are using the indigenes of the states to mine this diamond. So it's more like an enslavement kind of thing. Honestly, it's not really that cool. Well, I would like us to take a look at a video online, concerning this. There was a man actually complaining about this whole thing. So let's take a look at that video.
Greetings all. Welcome to Season AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. You're looking at a picture of mining taking place in Zamfara, and that's an Albanian man. You will see the flag. The flag is to my left, just below me there. And he's been mining. He's been employing locals to mine the gold or the diamond, and he's standing there with a white t-shirt. He's from Albania. Now, how does a Albanian man get the right to mine and impoverish the very people to whom those resources belong, pay them pittance, and have army? He's got the police next to him. This is not acceptable at all. Why is he getting protection? The resources is meant for the people to be able to have roads, water, light, schools, bridges. Look, he's doing this on an Albanian flag. And look at the people working in the mines.
Okay, like I was saying earlier before we watched that video, we could see illegal mining. But then again, what if this Albanian man, was actually given license to mine in these places? But then we hear banditries every time in Zamfara State, killing people in Zamfara State. But it seems as though these other ones that are even mining, this other place that this activity is going on here, it seems like there's enough security for these people because we've not heard anything so far. But instead, they are killing poor villagers in the state, and it's actually tearing Nigeria apart. Well, we're going to be taking comments from social media as regards this topic, and the first comment is coming from Liz GZD, and Liz said, I swear, you see those politicians are big enemies, enriching themselves and laughing at us, fight ourselves. Okay. The next comment is coming from Josie Ayedun, and just what Ayedun says, APC government does not care about all of these. Their major goal is to win the 2027 election. They don't care about any other thing. Well, I won't say I agree 100% with you. Why not? It is the government of the people, so definitely they care about other things. It's really not easy to rule a country like Nigeria. It's the giant of Africa, the biggest, the largest. So the population is high, honestly. Sometimes I even get to sit down and ask myself, if I'm asked to be a president for one day, what exactly will I do? You know, the first time I asked myself this question, I was like, I will first of all sleep. Let everybody fan me. Like, the whole thought that came to my head at that point, because I don't even know what to do. Whose file am I supposed to attend to first? What exactly am I supposed to do? Because there are so much complaints. If you look at it, every sector has its own lapses. Like, there are different things happening in different places. So sometimes, even when people get to blame the president, I don't say it's the president, because the president is just one man. He has other persons around him. He has aides, he has ministers, he has commissioners. There are commissioners in states, there are ministers, there are governors, there are local government chairmen, and different things. There are directors, permanent secretaries. If everyone can carry out their duties respectively, irrespective of corruption and anything, then definitely Nigeria will be great. I bet you guys, Nigeria will be great again. Well, we're going to be taking the third comment for this topic, and it's coming from Toyin Obasa. And Toyin says, mining legally is not stealing from the people. Mining ain't cheap. So maybe that's a legal mining there. Allegedly, we do not know if it is legal or not legal, Toyin. So, but let's leave it as that. If maybe it might be legal, maybe it might not be legal. But what I know is, for an Albanian man to actually come into the States, he must have been, he must have gotten a level of authority, license to mine in that ground. So he won't just do it openly and even make videos or pictures of it. We'll be going on a short break, and when we return, we have one more story for you. Do stay with us and go nowhere. All right, welcome back from that quick break. We've talked about the Albanian man trying to mine Zamfara state, and we've also talked about, the guy who escaped from prison, and the last one for today, we're talking about World Bank confirming Nigerians' fresh $1 billion loan. That is massive. So the World Bank has set December 16 as the tentative approval date for a $1 billion development policy financing DPF loan to Nigeria under a new initiative called Nigeria Actions for Investment and Jobs Acceleration. I'll read further before I drop my opinion. So according to the project document released on October 27th, the loan will include $500 million from the International Development Association, IDA, and $500 million from the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, IBRD. This new funding is part of the World Bank's plan to support Nigerians' ongoing economic reforms, create jobs, and attract more private investments. It also aims to help the country move from stabilizing the economy to achieving inclusive and sustainable growth. The program will be implemented through the Federal Ministry of Finance and focuses on improving access to credit, strengthening capital markets and digital services, reducing inflation pressures, and promoting export diversification. The Bola Tinubu-led administration says it has already begun major economic reforms, including removing petrol subsidies, unifying exchange rates, and stopping central bank deficit financing, all under the government's renewed hope agenda. These steps, according to the government, has helped stabilize the economy, narrow the fiscal deficit, and restore investors' confidence. Okay, now this is where my problem is. This money they borrow, like we get to hear Nigeria borrow money, borrow money, borrow money. Now this one they said is for employment. But then we still have, this is not the first time they are borrowing money for employment. They are borrowing money for developing the country, to help the country economic, financial growth, whatever it is. But then we still have a high rate of unemployed people. We still have different things happening. No employment is not working. People, there are still people living in abject poverty. But then we keep borrowing millions, billions of dollars, not even naira at this point. This is $1 billion we're talking about. This is really a high one. Well, we will take comments and we'll see what exactly is going on here, because what can we even say at this point? So let's put up the comments. The first comment that we are going to be taking today, our first comment is coming from Konka Dusala, and Konka says, at World Bank, I hope this message finds you well. I'm writing to express my deep concern regarding the potential decision to lend money to our current leadership. As a youth in Nigeria, I feel compelled to share my perspectives on the matter. Many of us are struggling immensely due to mismanagement and corruption within our government. Funds borrowed from institutions like the World Bank often do not reach the communities in need, but rather are shared among a select few. This cycle has contributed to the growing challenges we face as a nation. We are hopeful for a brighter future for Nigeria and believe it is essential to support transparency and accountability to our leadership. He also tagged World Bank again, saying, I respectfully urge you to reconsider any plans to extend further financial support to individuals who have proven to mismanage resources. Let us unite in our desire to see Nigeria thrive once again. Thank you for your understanding. Konka really sent a message, a heartfelt message to World Bank, urging World Bank not to do anything further because it feels like it's not getting to the people who actually need this thing. We get to hear President Bola Ahmed Tinubu fund, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's initiative to create jobs to also help the needy and all of that, but most times it doesn't even get to the people who need it at that time. I think the community, that's the reason why I say it is not just the president. The president might mean well for the country, But then when this money is being disbursed, it doesn't even get to the people who needs it. And it all boils down to the people in charge, the committee, the groups that are supposed to help to disperse this money the way it's supposed to be. And it doesn't work that way. Honestly, we need to work on that. Every sector, everyone needs to work on that. Sometimes I just say this might just be greed, but how much can you even gather before you leave this earth? So please, let's do the right thing. The next comments we are going to be taking today is coming from the Real Charm 29, and the Real Charm says, why can't they kuku use this opportunity to sell this country at once? I've been around country there for me. This is very hilarious, because sometimes, even me sometimes I'm like, this country, where is it going to? We are only but, giving ourselves hope. Let's give ourselves hope. Let's do the right thing and all of that. And that's all we can say. We can only hope and pray for Nigeria. We can't do anything more. Nigeria is our country. Nigeria is for us. We are here for Nigeria. So that's all we can say. But nobody is selling this country, and they're not sharing any money to anybody. And you are not actually born into the wrong country. Nigeria is a beautiful country, I must tell you. A lot of people in diaspora, Nigerians in the diaspora, they always wish to be back home. I must tell you the truth. I know some persons that we have there. They only tell you, oh, the only difference is that, oh, there's a working system. Everything is there. There's everything for you. But you must definitely miss home. The people here, we are all happy people. We always know how to adapt to situations and move on. We are resilient. That's what you need to know. They are hardworking, resilient, warm, people who always receive others. Like we are not scared of challenges. We always face challenges when they come. So they are not selling this country. The country is ours, and we have to work together as a country to make sure that we'll bring justice, equity, and fairness wherever it is needed. All right, that's all we have for you today on Social Buzz Extra. We wish we had more time to give you more story, because I must tell you that over the weekend, the internet was all shaking. The current one right now, I'm just going to give you a glimpse of it, is all about the threat from Donald Trump, the USA president, issuing threats to Nigeria and saying that he's going to send troops to Nigeria, to solve the issue of alleged genocide in Nigeria. But we are hoping that, yes, the president and every other people in government are on top of the matter, and it's going to come to pass. Like, when I mean it's going to come to pass, what I'm trying to say is they are going to solve the issue and will no longer be threatened by insecurity at the end of the day. My name is Ogochukwu Mopno. Remain with us as the news at 12 comes up. Bye for now.